How long do you need to date a man or woman before getting married? Dating could be very romantic, but marriage is different. For a long-lasting relationship, both of you need to make a lot of effort. This topic may sound shocking and surprising, but there is no normalcy when it comes to the question of the appropriate time you can date a man or a woman before marriage. There are so many responses to this question. It all depends on specific individuals. Your parents, friends and relatives may have a different thought about the best time to take before getting married, but this depends on you. There is no formula for getting married. There is no formula for getting married, and it is not magic. It all depends on an individual. They are the one to be able to tell whether they are ready or not to get married. A lot of the situation of the world puts plans on hold, but life has to continue. The primary purpose of people to date is to find the right person they wish to spend the rest of their lives with. Dating offers you an opportunity to get to know your partner perfectly and see if you can live together as one. Dating offers you a chance of knowing whether you can stay with your partner with all their weaknesses and strength, or you would need a different thing. It does not matter whether you have been with your partner for 2 years, 3 months or 2 weeks. If marriage is a goal for the two of you, there is always the best time for it to happen. Marriage is just like a school. Marriage is just like a school. When two partners get married, they turn out to be one and swear to stay together in both good and challenging moments, sickness or health until death separates them. You should be so confident of someone you want to marry before proposing to him or her. This can result in how long should men and women date before getting married to each other. Some specialists may say 25 months is the recommended time of dating before married, claiming that after this period, the two partners would have gotten opportunity to know one another well and be committed fully into a relationship. Nevertheless, many people have gotten married after dating for months, and their marriages have lasted for a long while. Some have dated for so many years but still end up separated after some time. Ask yourselves the following questions. This is a clear indication that the dating period does not matter a lot when it comes to the period you should have dated for you to get married. Getting mainly married depends on the interested partners but not the period they have dated. Instead of concentrating on the period you have been dating, you can ask yourselves the following questions. Do you see marriage as a relationship reboot? Are you aware of one another both sides? How happy do you think you will be? Do you have any signs of fatal attractions? Are you expecting that things will be different in marriage? Are you ready to test out your relationship through living together? Is it dangerous to date for so long time? Some people have dated for so long but still wonder the appropriate time for them to get married. Relationships seem to differ depending on people to determine the appropriate time partners should date before getting married. Nevertheless, experts advise on some factors to consider to help determine whether the two of you can get married or not. You should best understand one another. You should have experienced both the good and challenging moments together and aware of each other's passion and ways of handling stress. You are expected to learn from the history of dating, which may result in emotional maturity you need to get married. Aside from emotional maturity, some of the things to consider for a stable marriage foundation includes things you must know to stabilize your marriage. You should have a mature way of solving conflicts. Ways used in solving issues in marriages is crucial when you have any challenge. There are too many fights and disagreements in marriages resulted from different things, but how you solve them out matters a lot. During your disagreements, ensure you find the best way to solve your differences in a positive way. Your shared interests and values. As couples, you may fail to have the same interest and values as well. For instance, in the case of religion, the two of you may have different beliefs that may result in conflicts in your marriage. You have to come down into having adequate similarities in what is so precious to you. Ways of handling finance. How you handle finance. Save, spend and pay for the bills are essential factors to consider. You should have a family discussion concerning the budget of the family. A lot of people separate because of the financial issues experienced in their marriages. It is advisable for you to have savings and retirement plans from the beginning of a successful marriage. Healthy and active sex life. This is a preeminent contribution for a happy and healthy marriage at any point. Couples who are married and try to maintain their sex life good have the upper hand in having perfect relationships. A balance between work and family. You should strive hard to make your marriage and family life a priority over work. This will result in so much happiness and longer marriage. In conclusion, the period in which you have dated does not matter when it comes to marriage. You may have been dating for a very long time, but still, your marriage doesn't work out for you. In most cases, your level of maturity and how the things you share in common with your partner are what matter most. Some individuals get ready for marriage faster than the rest, which is very right. You should always look for the right thing for you and whatever feels right. You may feel confused about the appropriate time of getting married. Therefore, there is no specific period expected to date to be ready for marriage because everyone is different. Each relationship has its timeline. Some may date for a more extended period while others may date for shorter periods before deciding to get married. Marriage only depends on you and your partner. When both of you feels it's a perfect time, then you can go ahead and marry. Dating is crucial for open and honest relationships.